Welcome back to the channel. Um, so why and how did I become a cardiac nurse? So I have been a cardiac nurse for 10 years, nearly 10 years. And I was reflecting on this like chapter of my life and how I am segueing to this new chapter. And I thought about really not going here and not even bringing this up on this page and not even like making it a part of me in this like new identity, this new discovery that I am going towards, but it is a part of me and I can't avoid it. And I think it's necessary that I share this journey because I think it's going to be helpful for maybe somebody else. So I got into nursing kind of by accident. And I was a very science based, nerdy kid. So I loved math and science, loved organic chemistry. My dad's an engineer. So I was like, oh, I'll just be an engineer. Like many of us, we look towards others to see what is available for us. So that's kind of what I did as a kid. You're looking around to be like, what else? What are the adults around me doing? And then what do I want to do? Except in the back of my mind, I was like thinking, Dad works a lot of hours and he moves a lot and doesn't have a lot of free time. I don't love that. And he talks about being at a desk. And I was like, and I'm quite antsy to just be at a desk. So those are some things I didn't really love. Fast forward, then senior year, and I had a really good friend that had to go through a bone marrow transplant. He had leukemia. And so I was like, okay, I'll go visit him. And granted, like when I was in high school, like I did a whole bunch of shit. Like um, I was in 4-H and tried different sports and was in student council, just like super active, doing all the things. And I also had volunteered at a hospital of like errand services and, for college back in the day was like necessary to do to like round out your profile. Didn't matter because I went to community college anyways, like had like did not matter. Um anyways, so then I go visit and then I'm seeing I'm in the hospital. I see them, the nurses like care for my friend and they're busy and they're doing things and they're interacting and they're with the patient and making him laugh. They make his day, all this stuff. They're like seem super smart. And I was like, ooh, like what if I do this? Like I thought I didn't want to be in healthcare. I absolutely was just like, this is not for me. When I was doing like errand services and stuff and working volunteering at the hospital. But this part, I was like, maybe I could do that. So that led me into exploring what nurses did. How do you become a nurse? And then also, it was more on like I ended up stumbling upon travel nursing, and so this really piqued my interest because I was one that like knew I wanted to travel. Nobody else in my family had ever really done this. But I knew like I wanted to go like other places and have opportunity to go anywhere. And so when I had first like discovered travel nursing, I was like, holy shit, like that's what I want to do. Let me drink some coffee. So I originally get into nursing with the thought of like, I want to be a travel nurse. Now, you can't be a travel nurse until like 2 years after you're like a nurse somewhere. So this was like a very long term goal. Like, I had to go to school for 4 years, work for 2 years, and then I could become a travel nurse. And I liked it because it gave me opportunity to go places and to travel and to take time off. And I was just like seeing the lifestyle more of what I wanted. And I was like, okay, right. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And so now, fast forward 10 years, like I am a travel nurse, like I have done the thing. And I'm at this point now where like I have had these like series of like spiritual awakenings and um opening up to just like the nitty gritty of things that I do like about it and that I don't like about it. And I kind of stumbled into like cardiac just because that was like my first job. And then I actually really liked it. And so I was like, I did step down, cardiac step down in Chicago. Then I went to cardiothoracic ICU, did that for a few years in New York City, and then got a really good foundation. Did a little bit of like pre-op and a PACU kind of situation and day surgery. And then I was like, okay, right, I'm going to go travel. So I have since done that. And now I realize like pros and cons of like the situation, right? There's always pros, there's always cons to whatever we're doing. And anyways, so after this like spiritual awakening I kind of had in 2018, fast forward to 2020 when everybody was like, what the fuck's going on? I just really started to see healthcare and the way that we were caring for people to be very like, maybe I won't get into that in this video. I might make a different video about this. We'll just stay on the course of like how I got into cardiac nursing. Yeah. Okay. So if you're interested in that thought trail, I'm going to make another video about why I'm leaving healthcare and what I want to do instead. So that's kind of like the journey of how I became a nurse. And then what it has opened up for me is, yes, I've had so much flexibility, so much opportunity, so much that had opened up that wouldn't have opened up if I had chose like, say, a different career. And it really showed me like how to communicate and talk with people, how to problem solve, how to, be creative in how you're doing things from day to day. Like so many skills that I have learned like from this field and that I take with all those skills and I apply to my everyday life. Like, and then also for this like future step of like what I'm moving towards now. I think that many things that we do, even if they're not like long term, they are all additive to the thing that we're actually meant to do, what like our soul's purpose is, what the end goal of why we came to earth, like what we're here to bring. Somehow all of these experiences and interactions and relationships and lessons kind of like are all adding up to the piece of pie to be like, okay, that you have all the tools now in your toolbox. Now go do this. And so I think nursing was a huge part of that. And it allowed me to have a lot of different facets, a lot of different tools in my tool belt. So that's kind of the origin journey of like how I came to do that. And I feel like when I had first taken off, I took a break from nursing in between travel assignments and I traveled Asia for a year. And within that travel time, I really felt like I didn't want to associate from like being a nurse anymore. Like I like didn't like it, didn't want to be part of it, wanted to quit right away. And then I really had to like integrate back of like what that experience was for me and actually what the pros were. Cause I was only thinking about the negative things that I felt towards like what I was doing and what the whole system is. And I was fixated on that. So when I came back into nursing, did another traveler assignment, I was like, okay, right. There's still so much good within this sector. Like there's still a little bit of juice that I can like squeeze out of this experience and of this lesson and of this part of my journey self. So if you're kind of in that space where you're just like, oh, I just want to be there. Like, I just want that, I just want to be that or do that thing. And I want to stop doing whatever I'm doing. Know that like there still might be a little bit of juice to squeeze out. Like you might be still there for a reason. And it could be one more lesson or one more thing, one more tool that you need to get from that experience. So so that is cardiac nursing, how I fell into it and why I wanted to become it. And I'll make another video about why now why do I want to leave? So I hope this helped in some sort of way. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, would love that. And if you have any further questions about this journey or want any specifics, shoot me a comment and I'll make a video about it. So I hope you have an amazing day.